Hi guys, Coach RJ here and welcome to our new episode of RJ's Math and Science Workshop where we learn as one and we learn with fun. So, kumusta kayo guys? It's a nice day today guys. New lessons, new opportunities to learn, and new applications guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell button for more notifications and updates and share to the others guys. So, stay tuned and have a great day. Our lesson for today is all about new topic because we're already done in indefinite integrals, we're already done in fundamental rules, we're already done in methods of integration and as well as the applications. Now, it's the time to just relax muna in calculus and review algebra muna because we will use this topic in higher calculus topics. Okay? So, let us introduce to everyone the summation notation. Okay? For those students na familiar na nitong lesson na ito, it's better na. What we are going to do here is to focus on the fundamentals and to just review if you know already. And for those na hindi pa alam ang summation notation, then you better listen to this video. Okay? So, what does it mean to have a summation notation in an expression? For us to have a summation notation, you must have a sum expressions. Okay, when we say the sum expressions, it involves the addition operation, which is plus, okay? We need that one in order to express the expression, the long expression, into its short expression that is denoted by the summation notation, which is sigma. Sigma po yung ating sign sa summation notation. When you recall your sequences and series, remember that the sum of all the terms in a sequence is called a series. And if let us say that this is a series, a sub 1, a sub 2 until a sub n. If we add that one, it is really long or it is really tedious. Or in order to prevent that one, we will see or we will transform this long expression into its shorter one. And that is represented by the summation of a sub I from I is equal to 1 to n. N is any random number. Kung ano yung last, yun po yung n. Okay? So, that is represented by this expression. Okay? So, in order for us to understand, let us introduce to you the summation formulas. So, we have 7 rules. The first one, the summation of k times a sub I from I is equal to 1 to n, where your k is constant, any k is constant, is just equal to k times the summation of a sub I from I is equal to 1 to n. Meaning, you can just put the constant aside, then evaluate. It's just like when you are getting the integrals, diba? Nilalagay natin yung constant sa labas. So, it's really quite the same for this one. Okay? And for the other one, like integrals also, we can also distribute the sigma sign to each of the terms, if you can see here. And for the other term, as you can see, the summation of k from I is equal to 1 to n, you notice wala po tayong I. So therefore, it focuses just on the constant. And what you're going to do here is just to multiply how many k's are present by looking at the n. So if n is 20, then you just multiply k by 20. So yun lang yung ating number 3 na rule. And for number 4 to 7, this is really essential rules because this will be used when we get our summation formulas to simplify more our summation formulas. Let us say if the summation of I from I is equal to 1 to n, present yung I. So, kung mahaba yung ating expressions, ito na lang yung ating gagamitin. N times quantity n plus 1 over 2. It's because mahirap siya kung iisa-isahin natin. Let's say, 1, nabot ang 50. Alangan naman, magsasubstitute tayo ng 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Or alangan naman na magsasum tayo ng 1 until 50 na mano-mano. So, it's really difficult kung ganon. That's why there is a derivation to get this equivalent, which is n times quantity n plus 1 all over 2. So, ganoon lang yan siya, the same principle until sa last rule. So, to introduce that one, for the number 5 rule, so the summation of I squared from I is equal to 1 to n is equal to n times quantity n plus 1 times quantity 2n plus 1 all over 6. And for the 6th rule, we have the summation of I cubed from I is equal to 1 to n is equal to n squared times quantity n plus 1 squared all over 4. And for the last one, we have I raised to 4 from I is equal to 1 to n is equal to n times quantity n plus 1 times quantity 2n plus 1 times quantity 3n squared plus 3n minus 1 all over 30. So, yan po yung ating summation formulas. And to further understand these formulas and this concept, we will solve examples, okay? Let's have some examples. The first one, the summation of 6i plus 3 from I is equal to 1 up to 4. So, when you see this expression, it's very simple lang. So, how to solve this one? You follow the formulas that is presented to you earlier. So, the formulas that is present here is, remember that it can have two terms. So, for two terms, you can distribute the summation sign or the sigma sign. So, this becomes the summation of 6i from I is equal to 1 to 4 plus the summation of 3 from I is equal to 1 to 4. And you notice here, you can use the first formula here. So that it will become 6 the summation of I from I is equal to 1 to n plus, and take note, this is a constant. So therefore, you just follow the third rule. So you multiply 4 and 3 kasi yung n natin is 4. So 4 times 3. Then this becomes 6. And take note of the rule number 4, which we can substitute n times n plus 1 all over 2. And remember, your n here is 4. Okay? Then 4 times 3 is 12. And 6 times quantity 4 times 4 plus 1 is 5 all over 2 plus 12. You cancel this one out. This becomes 3. 3 times 4 times 5 is 60. Plus 12, we have 72. So therefore, the sum of this expression is 72. Okay? So ganun lang kasimple yung ating summation notation, guys. So if you have confusions, guys, you can comment there. And if you have some recommendations, you can also comment there. Let's have the second example. So we have the summation of 12i squared plus 4i from I is equal to 1 to 10. So, to solve this one, again, we follow the rules that is presented earlier. So, this becomes the summation of 12i squared from I is equal to 1 to 10 plus the summation of 4i from I is equal to 1 to 10. The next is, again, following rules. So, this becomes 12, the summation of I squared from I is equal to 1 to 10 plus 4, the summation of I from I is equal to 1 to 10. And now, we have now our formulas from the rule 4 and 5. So, this becomes 12 times, your n is 10. So, therefore, diretso na tayo. And remember that this is n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 all over 6. So, over 6 natin to. This becomes 10 times 11 times 2 times 10 is 20 plus 1, we have 21. Okay? Plus 4 times, here, ang ating formula is n times n plus 1 all over 2. So, n here is 10 and our n plus 1 is 11. So, 10 times 11 all over 2. This cancels. This becomes 20 times 11 times 21. Kasi 2 times 10 kasi nakalagay dyan. Then, this cancels. This becomes 20 times 11 na lang. Okay? And this, because 20 times 11 is 220. 220 times 21 plus 220. Then, to simplify further, if we further simplify that one, the correct answer is, dito ko na lang ilagay, the correct answer here is 4,840. Okay? So, ganoon lang, guys. Simple lang siya. Basic math, because addition lang yung kailangan natin pag nakapunta tayo dito. Okay? Just basic. Let's have our third example. The summation of quantity 3i plus 1 squared from I is equal to 1 to 10. So, paano natin siya gagawin? Remember that this is a square of binomial, so we have no choice to expand this term para mas mapadali. Then we will go distribution. So, this become the summation of the square of the first term is 9i squared plus twice the product of the first term and the second term. We have 6i. Then we have 1. From I is equal to 1 to 10. Then we distribute the sigma sign. This becomes the summation of 9i squared plus the summation of 6i and the summation of 1 from I is equal to 1 to 10. Lahat po yan sila. Okay? Next is, again, we just follow what we have discussed earlier. So this becomes 9, the summation of I squared from I is equal to 1 to 10, plus 6, the summation of I from I is equal to 1 to 10. And this one is 10 times 1. So this is just 10. Okay? The next is, follow the theorem. So this becomes 10 times 11 times 21 over 6. And also this becomes 6 times 10 times 11 over 2 plus 10. Okay? Simplifying, cancel 2, 3. Cancel 5. So this becomes 15 times 11 times 21. Okay? Kasi 3 times 5 na lang yan. And this one, this cancels. Matitira dito is 30 times 11. Then plus 10. Okay? And let's say we have solved everything. We add this, we perform multiplications. Then we add everything. The correct answer is 3,805. Okay? 3,805. So guys, this is just simple. Just review your algebra and these are now the results. So to further practice and solve more, let's have our practice quiz there. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, RJ's Math and Science Workshop. And don't forget to click that bell icon for more updates, for more videos, and for more set of tutors, okay, tutorials. And shoutout nga pala kay Mr. Patrick Win Babante. He is currently the STEM student in grade 12 Andromeda of Daniel Araginaldo National High School in Davao City. So hi Jan Patrick, stay safe and God bless you always. And to all the viewers there who are currently watching, thank you so much for the support and spread this one. Thank you so much guys. See you for the next video.